Okay, I'm talking into the microphone and I'm saying really wise words that everybody is just so inspired by, that tears are being shed and minds are being blown and years of trauma are just being washed away by these random words that I am saying. I hope so. Okay. Can our friends on Zoom hear me now? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Did you
Yes.
hear all of my inspiring words?
Oh, missed them all.
Okay, so we are getting started. Thank you for your patience as we dealt with some technical issues. We are going to get into the Shabbat spirit first by just taking a deep breath in and exhaling a deep breath out. And noticing the sensations that we are feeling, that we are hearing, that we are smelling as we enter into Shabbat. We will begin with a nigun to help us to get into the Shabbat spirit. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da. We continue welcoming Shabbat with the lighting of Shabbat candles. It's my pleasure to invite Susan Amro to light the Shabbat candles.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Blessings on page 120. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We continue on page 130 with the words Lechu Neranana. Lechu Neranana, Yai Lai 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 Lai, Na Adonai, Yai Dai 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 Dai, Nahariah, Yai Lai 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 Lai, Yet Litzur Yishenu, Yai Dai 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 Dai. Let us sing out to God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. Lechu neranena, Yai Lai 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 Lai, L'Adonai, Yai Lai 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 Lai, Nahariah, Yai Lai 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 Lai, Letzor Yishenu, Yai Lai 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 Lai, for all of God's wonder and all of God's light, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts to hear God's voice. Lechu neranena, Yai Lai 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 Lai, L'Adonai, Yai Lai 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 Lai, Nahariah, Yai Lai 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 Lai, Litzor Yishenu, Yai Lai 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 Lai. We continue on page 138 for the words of Lecha Dodi. Please stay where you are until verse 9. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, alalai, 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 p'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, alalai, 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 p'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu el hameyuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, V'shemu tiferet v'litzchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, alalai, 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 p'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, alalai, 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 p'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor Shabbat tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kalai, alalai, 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 p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kalai, alalai, 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 p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uvetzohala, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kalai, alalai, 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 p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kalai, alalai, 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 p'nei Shabbat nekabela. We remain standing as we turn to page 146 for the words of Baruch Hu. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Yai lai 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 lai. Please be seated. And we turn to the middle of page 148, where we read, Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mibnei choshech, golel or mibnei choshech, v'choshech mibnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha, vedibarta bam, beshiftecha bevetecha, uvlechtecha baderech, uvshochbecha uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beinenecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha lema'an tiskeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kadoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Lihiot lachem Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem Emet. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. We are on page 158 for the words of Mi Chamocha. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar v'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar v'kodesh. Nora tehilot, osefele. Nora tehilot, osefele. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. We turn to page 160, and we ask God to be able to take a breath, that we be able to feel rejuvenated, to not feel quite as tired as we do right now. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of praying coming up in the next few days. And that is important too, but we know that in order to do that in the way that we want, we need to be rested. We need to receive rest and the energy that comes from it. So we continue with the words Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamideinu shomreinu lechaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamideinu shomreinu lechaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamideinu shomreinu lechaim. Lechaim. It is amazing how little tips and tricks that we hear from people end up sticking with us. As I was singing Hashkivenu, I was hearing our choir director, Mary Stocker, go, "Save us," making sure that we had those crisp S's. So I hope that what I will say will be helpful in just a moment. We are going to continue with the words of tefillah, the core part of our service. But as a reminder, we are in Aseret Yamei Shuvah, which is the 10 days, the Yamim Noraim, the high holidays, the days of awe, which means that we are going to have some extra words, and I hope that they won't throw you off. If you know the words, sing along. If you don't, lie, 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 die, die, die will be just fine. God knows what you're saying. And I encourage everyone to please rise in the ways that we are all able. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava. Zochreinu lechaim, Melech Hafetz Moshia Umagin. Baruch Ata Adonai, Magin Abraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Ata Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal. Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim. Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim, umatir asurim, umekayim emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Micha Mocha Aparachamim, Zocher Yitzurav Lechayim Barachamim, Vene'eman Ata Lehachayot HaKol, Baruch Ata Adonai, Mechaye HaKol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, ukadoshim b'chol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch ata Adonai, hamelech hakadosh. Please take a moment for your own personal prayer, and when your prayer is complete, feel free to be seated. We're on page 180. Ose shalom, shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. Ose shalom, shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ve'al kol Yisrael, this Shabbat is Shabbat Shuvah. It is the Shabbat that carries us from the week where we have Rosh Hashanah to the week where we have Yom Kippur. And we have some important tasks that we do on Rosh Hashanah and on Yom Kippur. We welcome in the new year, we celebrate, we begin or continue our work of Cheshbon HaNefesh, accounting of our soul, trying to make sure that we are being the best versions of ourselves, holding ourselves accountable. And Yom Kippur, we spend much of the day atoning, as one might expect on a day of atonement. We are atoning, we are holding ourselves accountable, we are apologizing, and we hope that we will be forgiven. During this time, it can be incredibly difficult for those of us who hold ourselves to high standards to think about all of the ways that we've missed the mark. I don't personally like to think about it. But unfortunately, each and every one of us has missed the mark. It's part of being human. And so while we will spend plenty of time thinking about the ways that we can be better versions of ourselves, I want us to take this Shabbat as an opportunity to rest from that, as an opportunity to rest from the ways that we are not the person that we want to be, not as great at X or Y as we want to be, not as not the people that other people want us to be, not the people that we want to be. We hold on to a lot. And this season is not for beating ourselves up. So we have to find that balance between holding ourselves accountable and also affirming to ourselves that holding ourselves accountable should not be bullying of ourselves, should not be beating ourselves up and nonstop thinking about how we are wrong, how we have done wrong. And so, this evening, instead of bringing other texts from our tradition in a written fashion or in a spoken fashion, I want to share with us a piece written by Jewish musician Ali Halpert. The words are, "Loosen, loosen, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go." I'm going to repeat this a couple of times. As you feel comfortable, if you want to hum along, if you want to start singing along, you're more than welcome to do that. Or if you'd like to just sit and listen, you're also welcome to do that as well. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name, will you let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. The weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Can you hear Ratzon? May this be God's will. We take a moment to think about those who are on our minds and on our hearts in need of healing, healing of body, healing of mind, and healing of spirit. If you are joining us on Zoom and would like to share the name of somebody you're thinking of, please feel free to type their names in the chat. And for our friends in person, please feel free to share their name aloud or in your heart as my hand passes over your section. We'll pause a moment in case our friends on Zoom are still typing. For all those names that we've said aloud, those we've typed in the chat, and those that we keep in our hearts, we turn to page 371 for the words of Mi Sheberach. Mi Sheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi Sheberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. We continue with the words of Aleinu on page 586. Please rise in the ways you are able. Aleinu leshabeach la'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Please be seated. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. This Shabbat, we remember those whose yahrzeits occurred during the past week. Please rise as your loved one's name is read. Nesta Cecily Beekler, mother of Mark Beekler. Phyllis Cohen, mother of James Cohen. Sally Domino, remembered by Phyllis Domino. Rose Elephant, mother of Betty Rogoff. Michael Fitzends, remembered by Katie Scott. Alec Grossman, father of Carol Schneider. Abraham Hertzberg, father of Michelle Eisenbruck. Roslyn Eagle Klaus, remembered by Joe Eagle. Joseph Zachary Levy, remembered by Lulu Levy and Matthew Levy. We invite all who are observing their first year of mourning to rise at this time. And we now rise as a community with our mourners as we turn to page 598 for the words of Mourner's Kaddish. Yitzgadal v'yitzkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulalmei almayam. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. Zichronam livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing, to which we say, amen. Please be seated. And it is my pleasure to invite up Michelle Eisenbruck to share with us words of announcement.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Torah study is on hiatus for the next 2 weeks and will resume on October 8th. And we have a special treat for the Sundays of October. Join us as we learn from guest teacher Rabbi Alexis Pinsky as we explore iconic biblical stories through a unique lens of interpretation, the arts. Through visual arts, poetry, and more, we will unlock new interpretations of some of Judaism's juiciest texts. That sounds interesting. Whether you are a Torah study regular or a first-timer, we'd love to see you there. Torah study will be at the regular time, Sundays at 11 a.m. on Zoom. Join us this Sunday, September 24th at 7:30 p.m. for our Kol Nidre service. Yom Kippur Day, Monday, September 25th, services will start at 10 a.m. At 3 p.m., Kira Brazari will be leading a study session. Yizkor will be at 4 p.m., followed by our afternoon healing and concluding services starting at 5 p.m. We need your help to put up and take down the sukkah. Join us at 9 a.m. on Wednesday, September 27th, to put it up, or on Sunday, October 8th, to take it down. If you can help, please be in contact with Alan Eisenbrook. On Friday, September 29th, we will have our in-person only Sukkot Shabbat service. Come at 6 p.m. to help decorate the sukkah and the return of Pizza in the Hut. The service will begin at 7 p.m. Pizza and drinks will be provided. Please bring a dessert to share. Also, please RSVP so that we'll be sure to have enough pizza. The Sukkot Yizkor service will be online only at 10:30 a.m. on Friday, October 6th. That evening, we'll celebrate Simchat Torah during our multi-access Shabbat service. Food is a basic human right. We are joining with the Alameda County Food Bank to help nourish those in our community who are hungry with a virtual food drive. Please consider clicking on the link in the High Holy Days info page of our website so that we can reach our goal of raising $5,000. It's also on the weekly. Thanks to those who have already donated. We're over halfway there. Thanks to Tony Monroe for supporting AV and to Susan Amaro and Joe Eagle for representing the worship committee. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And thanks to Michelle, not only as our worship rep, she is also, not worship rep, worship chair. She represents all sorts of things. She is also our choir coordinator and just right-hand woman for all sorts of things. So we're very grateful to her, especially in this season. And also just a note on, so Sukkot Yizkor will be taking place in the morning. However, I have started to hear some feedback that perhaps people might be interested in evening Yizkors. So for the other Yizkors that will happen this year, if you are interested in them taking place in the evening, please let me know. I want to make sure that we are scheduling them at the time that meets the needs of our community members. So this Yizkor, Yizkor and Yom Kippur will be at the scheduled time, and Sukkot also will be at the time that is already on our website, but for other times during the year. We are open to the feedback, and we want to make sure that we are supporting you in the ways that are appreciated. So, with that, we are going to say some words of gratitude. We are going to start out with the family blessing. If you are in the same space as somebody you consider family, however you define it, please feel free to reach out to them or to look at them lovingly. And if you are not in the same space as somebody that you would like to send this blessing to, I encourage you to hold them in your heart, and we hope that they receive this blessing. May God bless you and keep you. May God shine God's face upon you and be gracious to you. May God's face turn to you and grant you peace, to which we say, Amen. Amen. And now we continue with Kiddush on page 123. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'atzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki banu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim ve'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. L'chaim. Now we'll bless the motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. So, this evening, we're going to conclude with a OG Shabbat concluding song, original, on page 625, with the words Adon Olam. Wow, we haven't done that in quite a while. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefsa kol azai melech shemo nikra Adon Olam ve'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora Adon Olam vehu haya vehu hoveh vehu yeh b'tifara Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefsa kol azai melech shemo nikra Adon Olam vehu echad ve'ein sheni lahamshilo lahachbira Adon Olam beli reshit beli tachlit below ha'oz v'hamizra Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefsa kol azai melech shemo nikra Adon Olam vehu eli v'chai go'ali v'tzur chavli be'et sara Adon Olam vehu nisi umanosli menat kosi b'yom ekra Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefsa kol azai melech shemo nikra Adon Olam beyado afkid ruchi be'et tishan ve'a'ira Adon Olam ve'im ruchi givi Ti Adonai li velo ira Adon olam. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
See everyone very soon.